Hello, my friends. How are we doing? Hope everyone is doing well. I'm feeling really happy. Things are starting to turn into motion. As always, if you like the video, please like, please comment, please subscribe. I would like to build this into something, and if you would like a reading, check the link in bio. Today feels like the need to self-isolate is leaving. This was all just an incubation period. It was, yep, through the Five of Pentacles into the Lovers. Wow, okay, yeah, things are starting to turn and move into motion. I had a really intense feeling last night because I was awake really late, like 2 in the morning. I was doing a little bit of doom scrolling, but I caught myself out of it. But the point is that I started to feel as though things are finally starting to move. If you've been feeling like things have been stuck, things have been kind of blocked off from moving forward, this down period was aligned. It was aligned. However, it's building you up. It's giving you the tools to know what exactly you want to move towards for emotional fulfillment. This downtime was intentional. It was important. It needed to happen so that you knew what you wanted to build. You have to have what you don't want in order to know what you do want. That is just one of the rules of life, and you're moving towards a more emotionally fulfilling phase of your life. So you don't need to worry as much anymore. Like the blockages towards maybe you're applying to jobs because that's what you want at the moment. Blockages towards people seeing what you're putting out there, connections, money coming in general. Just feeling like you're setting up things and they're not really paying off, and like you're actually kind of getting confused at this point because you're putting in a lot of effort and nothing is really happening. It's maybe even really frustrating. Trust me, I'm also there. There is just a really intense push to, yeah, Knave of Cups, Knave of Swords into the Hermit. You want to make sure that as you're leading by what feels good and getting more courageous, that you aren't shutting off anymore. You don't want to be shutting off anymore in this period, especially with the Fire Horse coming out. You have to be open. Be very open to what the universe is serving you, what options are coming up, because maybe it felt like for a while that there were no options. Like truly, like it was really confusing. That period is over, like I said, and there's going to be some like very outright like, hey, come do this with me. Hey, come here with me. Hey, still you have to use discernment because the tests are always going on. You have to ask yourself, okay, is this really what I want to do? Am I feeling like resistance to this because it's out of my comfort zone? You should go do that. Or am I feeling resistance to this because I don't want to do this and this is not meant for me? You know, just listen to the things. Listen to what's being shown to you. There is the Hierophant is coming out. This is making me think like it's not like things are going to go back to the way they were, but like at least some sense of a balance is finally coming back, which thank goodness. Three of Cups in reverse. It's really just reminding you to not reunite with people that didn't really fill you up, didn't really fill your cup, so to speak. Like that's the lesson, is to continue moving towards people that inspire you. You inspire them. There's a mutual exchange. You lift each other's up, because if that's not happening, then there's some sort of taking. Setting these sorts of boundaries with let me think. I think there's another card that needs to come out to answer what that means exactly. I think it's getting really clear on what you're trying to create, and not trying because it's happening, but like, I feel like it's go time. Like, the demographic of people that watch my videos are around my age or upwards into their 30s. So it's like 20s and up to 25 into the 30s into their 40s. So like, I promise you that you're not behind. It's not too late. As I've said in another video, a catch-up mechanic is real, where you think that you're behind. No, everything is happening exactly as it needs to, and then when it's time for something to manifest, it will hyperspeed itself into you. Like, it will find its way when it is time, when you're in alignment. So yeah, okay. 7 of Wands following into the King of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is coming out very clear for me. So this was the next subject matter. It was the 3 of Cups in reverse. And I'm talking about not putting yourself around people that aren't in alignment with what you want to do, that bring you down. Like, you could be some sort of an emotional sponge. You could be realizing that you spend a lot of time thinking about others, not doing for yourself, not filling your own cup, and like spending a significant amount of your time. It's not really people pleasing. It's a little bit more complex. It's not worse per se, but like, you devote a lot of emotional energy and focus towards people that are not you, and to people that aren't benefiting you in some way. So literally, you see all these like wands, they're almost like pitchforks, and he's like poking them back. You need to be poking these people back that cause this for you, that cause you to fall off the path, and that cause you to misalign with what you're calling in. And usually this is isolation, and it can be like a negative connotation, but in order to remember what you're overall trying to do, the crown, the pentacle, calling things in all the way up through the spine, like, it does require being alone. Like, you need to find some space, something that you do that gives you retreats. You need some sort of retreat. I don't think it's time for you anymore to be in intense hermit isolation. I think what's happening is that you need to have your own space. Move out into your own studio. Like, be in your own space. It is a confirmation. Like, you need to have your own space. Not where a roommate, no. Like, you think that this is some sort of a cost, like you're losing out on money. Well, you will end up making more money if you have your own space, and you can retreat, and you can channel your own energy, and you can feel good in remembering your purpose, as opposed to living with someone, which has all sorts of complications, like when they wake up versus when you wake up, and, you know, cleaning things and all this stuff. Like, you really make more progress when you are by yourself, because you control you. There's no outside forces generally affecting you. So go move out. I'm not saying like don't go back into the community, but like, you will find this balance of like when to engage, when do I need to retreat, when do I need to go back home and like do my thing. Because if you're anything like me and you're watching this, you are a social butterfly, but like, just like anybody else, if you spend a significant amount of time not doing things for yourself, it's not good for you. And so we have the 7 of Swords falling out, and I think that's just remembering to remember each day what really all of this is. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. And there's nobody outside of yourself that can satisfy this creation magic. Like, nobody can solve the problems of your life. There's nothing outside of you that you can't give to yourself. What you're seeking outside of yourself, you can give to yourself. I'm telling you this. So don't run away from the responsibility of balance. Don't run away from the responsibility of coming back to yourself. Every time that you fly away from yourself and you start thinking too much, just remember that you are in the driver's seat, and you have the capability to call in the life that you want. Stably, I promise. Keep focusing on your things. There was something else that came up today, was like, remember that you can see the end goal. Like, there are people that struggle to see that, but you, if you're watching this, you can see the end goal. You're able to see where you want to go. And I think maybe you get a little bit frustrated and even like burnt out because you see all of the end goals and you don't know where to start. Just do the beginning stages. Just do the small things. I am making art, and I know eventually that I will make a lot of money from doing art prints. So I don't need to be thinking about like the management of someone else and then the commerce page and then just start making the art. Like the very beginning steps. Just keep touching these things that you know are a part of you and you're going to be fine.